Is that MisaMisaVR?
What's up, Juggalos? We're here. We're at Arby's. As you can see, they have the meats. We've been here one time, I think. Now, I've been here obviously more times, but I mean on my channel reviewing something. This time, we're reviewing a limited time new thing, which seems to just be leftovers from their other limited time thing. Now, you know, the Diablo Dare thing, which is like a super hot roast beef sandwich and other shit or something like that. That has the seasoning on the meat and some sauce and this and that. And I think they had leftover stuff and they just threw it on to normal roast beef sandwiches. Because what we're talking about today is the spicy roast beef sandwich. As it says, it is a roast beef sandwich, the typical roast beef sandwich from Arby's with spicy on it. There you go. Oh, there's a second one for you guys out there. So it's actually more like the beef and cheddar because there is a cheese sauce, and it's so here's the thing. It's really ugly. I took a picture for you. It's a roast beef. It's like a regular roast beef sandwich too. It's not like a double or anything. So there's not very much food in there, and they just they made a roast beef sandwich, and then they just threw a bunch of fucking dust on it, spice dust. I don't know, the spice seasoning on it, and that's kind of it. And then like for as far as the meat goes, they didn't season the meat in like layers and stuff. It's literally just they layered the roast beef like normal roast beef, and then slapped on some sauce, which is in a big chunk on a few parts on top. Now, luckily, this big part was flopped out for me, so I kind of folded it in, and it mixed up a little bit more. But first off, before we get to the rest of it, that spicy seasoning, it's okay when you bite into that part. But the thing is, that's like 4 bites out of the whole thing, which obviously it's not a big sandwich. So 4 bites, I guess, is like a third. But it's kind of hit or miss if you get any flavor that is not regular roast beef as far as the seasoning goes. When it comes to actual spice heat from that, not really noticeable. I'm not there for heat anyway. I like... When it comes to spicy stuff, I'm more for flavor, the spicy flavor. I like the flavor of spicy. I do like some heat, especially if my sinuses are clogged up like they kind of are right now. Then I really do like the heat too. So I'll go out of my way to get something extra hot then. But it also doesn't help the headset's crushing down on my nose because it's still broken. But there's also a cheesy sauce, a spicy cheesy sauce. And there's also, usually, I got no jalapenos and no lettuce. There's usually jalapeno and lettuce. Lettuce to me, well, one, it shouldn't be on any food. Lettuce isn't food. Lettuce is for animals to eat. Plants in general are for animals to eat. Human beings shouldn't consume plants. We're supposed to consume meats. But, so the lettuce also doubles as a retarded thing on something like this, spicy. If you want spicy, what are you doing with lettuce on there? Lettuce is a palate cleanser. Lettuce is literally water. It's just a physical fucking form of water. If you're eating something spicy, why are you cooling down your mouth with lettuce in the same bite? You're a pussy. So stop pretending you eat spicy food if you have lettuce on it. You want to claim, oh, Mexican, oh, yeah, hombre, we know this spicy, and they go to people. Why he turned into Asian? I don't know, but he did. And the thing is, what Mexican knows spice when half their fucking food, aside, is fucking lettuce on everything? Lettuce doesn't make you able... It means you can't handle the fucking spice. You're drinking water every bite you take, because you're a bitch. I hope you get listeria from your fucking lettuce, like everybody else. And then, the cheese sauce, I got no jalapenos, but man... It still tastes like jalapenos, which is fine. I just don't want to bite into a jalapeno. The texture is disgusting. But the thing is, so here's the important part about the sandwich. There's also workers here now, by the way. I don't know if they were always here. Maybe they were here last time too. Kind of ugly. The thing with the sandwich is it fucking smells. It is a stanky ass sandwich. I mean, it is pungent. It is not a good smell. You don't want to smell it. It is not enjoyable smell. And that's I think for me that's the biggest problem with the sandwich is it makes it meaningless. So first you get, even with the sauce and everything, it tastes like a regular roast beef sandwich with the cheddar sauce. The beef and cheddar. It tastes like the beef and cheddar. Except less good because it stinks like hell. And that stench affects the taste you have. You know, the smell of something does affect how it tastes to you because that affects your taste buds and everything. And it also just kind of tastes like it smells anyway. Even if you like plug your nose up, it's at best it's a regular roast beef with some cheddar. But most bites, it's a really stinky, weird, slightly grosser version of a regular roast beef. It was totally edible. It was fine. I finished it. I was okay with my meal, but it was not good. And again, every like maybe fourth, fifth bite you take, you'll get a little bit of spice. Otherwise, you're not getting any. So it really is just a really smelly, really pungent regular roast beef, and it's not worth the time. I'm not sure price-wise if it costs more than a regular roast beef meal or sandwich alone. I didn't think to check. It was like $12. Well, okay, no, that's not true. I got a Reese's cookie, so it was like $10. Which, by the way, here's a little mini review of the Reese's cookie. It's really fucking good. It can come crumbled up like shit, or it can come as an actual cookie properly, but either way, it tastes really good. Because it's just peanut butter cookie. And that I was happy with that. I was not happy mixing it with something with spicy cheese sauce. It was kind of disgusting because I ate it right after. But that's the thing to know about this sandwich, this spicy roast beef. It just smells. It just fucking stinks like shit. I mean, it really smells bad. It smells disgusting. And that affects every single bite you take of it. And it is just not worth it. It's a bad roast beef sandwich. Get a regular roast beef sandwich. This is a short one. This is one of my shortest reviews, maybe. But there's not much to say about it. It's a regular roast beef sandwich with some cheddar sauce that was mixed with some spicy stuff and very little seasoning aside that, and none of it's noticeable. I'm sure if you had the jalapenos...
10 days, nothing but peanut butter.
Where the fuck am I gonna get a jalapeno and cheese?
It's probably slightly texturally different because there's a little bit of something a little more solid than roast beef, but I can't imagine it would change much else. Like flavor-wise, I doubt it. Maybe a little bit more of a hint of spice from the jalapenos being there. But overall, it was fun. I don't eat Arby's really much at all because I kind of hate Arby's, though I do like their their crinkle cut and their curly fries. I hated the crinkle cut fries when they first introduced them a few years ago because they got rid of the fucking potato cakes and shit at the same time, so it pissed me off. But I really rarely go to Arby's. Oh, that was more like indigestion, not a burp. That was a little burp. So do I recommend it? No. Is it stale as fuck? Yeah, and so is the seasoning. Like, literally, it probably is stale. It probably has just been sitting out along with the meat. That's another thing. Arby's always fucking... Every time I get Arby's, this location, other locations, it's always fucking cold. I had to microwave this fucking thing, like 30 seconds. And it was still kind of cold. I didn't get sick or anything, but I was scared I would. But, yeah, that's it. That's the spicy roast beef. It's what the name says. It's not really. It's really not that either. It's a stinky. Change spicy for smelly, and then you've got what it is. It's a smelly roast beef sandwich. I don't have any funny jokes or things to say to you in this video. It's pretty straightforward fucking review for once. Just get a regular roast beef sandwich. Just get the French dip and throw away the dip because it's disgusting. Arby's doesn't really have the meats. I don't know. They really don't. Arby's just isn't good. It always makes you feel sick after you eat it anyway. But fries were good. Whoa, what a surprise. Reese's peanut butter cookie was good. Whoa, what a surprise. The Dr. Pepper was good. Whoa, what a surprise. And the roast beef would have been pretty alright if it weren't for stinking like shit. So if you want to smell like you're in a fucking bathroom while you eat your roast beef sandwich, then I guess get it. I guess you're the target audience. If you're a hobo who lives on the fucking floor in an alleyway, smelling your own shit and piss all day, you might like the Arby's spicy roast beef sandwich. Otherwise, go to Taco Bell, go to McDonald's, go to Burger King. But if you're going to go to Arby's, just get a roast beef sandwich. Just get a double beef and cheddar. And then fuck off.